Rivian's upcoming R2 midsize SUV will play a crucial role in a joint venture with Volkswagen, with the German automaker planning to use the R2's platform and technology stack for its future electric vehicles. According to Wassim Ben Said, Rivian's chief software officer and co-head of the Rivian VW joint venture, the R2 will underpin all future EV products at VW, providing a modular and scalable technology stack that can be adapted for use across various VW brands. The partnership aims to leverage Rivian's expertise in EV software and architecture to help VW overcome its own software challenges, which have delayed the development of its electric vehicles. Ben Said's team is responsible for the entire technology stack and end-to-end user experience for Rivian vehicles, and they will work to integrate this technology into VW's future EVs. The R2 platform will allow VW brands like Skoda and Audi to access the same underlying technology and software architecture, while still maintaining their own unique identities and features. Ben Said emphasized that each brand will have its own distinct user interface, look, and feel, as well as suspension tuning, but the underlying technology will be optimized based on the same architecture. Rivian's R2 is expected to begin production in the first half of 2026, with the first models rolling off the line soon after. The company has learned valuable lessons from developing its R1 vehicles, and the R2 is expected to be more mature and efficient in terms of production. The R2 launch is crucial for Rivian, as it needs to expand its sales and product lineup beyond its current R1 vehicles. Customer demand for the R2 is high, and Rivian is working to ensure that it meets its production targets and delivers the vehicle on time and at the targeted price point. Then, on the financial side, Rivian recently announced a proposed offering of $1.25 billion senior secured green notes due 2031 in a private offering. The company intends to use the net proceeds from the offering, along with cash on hand, to redeem in full its outstanding floating rate senior secured notes due 2026 and pay related fees and expenses. The notes are expected to be guaranteed by Rivian's subsidiaries that also guarantee its senior secured asset-based revolving credit facility. The notes and guarantees will be secured on a first-priority basis by substantially all assets of the co-issuers and guarantors, with certain exceptions, and on a second-priority basis by inventory, receivables, and certain related assets that secure the asset-based revolving credit facility on a first-priority basis. The offering is being made only to qualified institutional buyers or persons outside the United States in compliance with Regulation S under the Securities Act of 1933. The notes and guarantees have not been registered under the Securities Act and may not be offered or sold in the United States except pursuant to an exemption from registration requirements. This move appears to be part of Rivian's debt management strategy, aiming to refinance its existing debt and potentially improve its financial flexibility. The proposed offering is subject to market and other customary conditions, and the company will provide further details through a private offering memorandum. Likewise, Rivian is reportedly working with J.P. Morgan Chase on a potential high-yield bond sale, aiming to raise up to $2 billion to refinance its upcoming debt. This move comes after the company lowered its 2025 deliveries forecast due to the impact of U.S. tariffs on imported vehicles and auto parts, which is expected to increase costs for Rivian. The bond sale is still under discussion and may not proceed as planned, but early pricing talks suggest a yield of around 10%. Rivian's financial situation has been affected by its reliance on Asian countries for essential components like lithium-ion batteries, which are subject to significant duties. Despite this challenge, Rivian's partnership with Volkswagen is seen as a positive development for both companies. Volkswagen will have access to Rivian's zonal architecture and systems for EVs, while Rivian will receive billions of dollars in investment to update its factory and get its R2 mid-sized SUV into production. The R2 is a key part of this partnership, with Volkswagen planning to use the R2 platform and technology stack for its future electric vehicles. Rivian's chief software officer, Wassim Ben Said, believes that the R2 will be a major success, with customers eagerly awaiting its launch. The company is working to ensure that the R2 is produced efficiently and effectively, leveraging lessons learned from its R1 vehicles. The R2 launch is crucial for Rivian, as it needs to expand its sales and product lineup beyond its current R1 vehicles. With the status of the federal EV tax credit uncertain, Rivian is focused on delivering the R2 on time and at the targeted price point. Ben Said emphasized that the R2 is the top priority for customers, and the company is committed to meeting their expectations. There's also a focus on software to compete with its rivals, particularly with its upcoming R2 SUV. According to Wassim Ben Said, Rivian's chief software officer, software plays a crucial role in the next generation of vehicles. Ben Said's team is responsible for the entire technology stack that underpins Rivian vehicles and the end-to-end user experience. The partnership between Rivian and Volkswagen is centered around software-defined vehicles, where Rivian's software expertise will be used to develop reference platforms for Volkswagen brands. Benset explained that modern architecture requires a lot of software to power and unlock the customer experience, and customers now have high expectations in terms of the end-to-end experience. The R2 prototype is being tested, and Benset expressed his excitement about the program, which brings the essence of the Rivian brand, including great design, interior, drive dynamics, and technology, to a price point that will be accessible to a broader set of customers. The R2 is expected to compete with Tesla's Model Y, and Benset believes that Rivian's product is superior due to its great design, interior, storage, drive dynamics, and technology content at a similar price point. As co-head of the joint venture with Volkswagen, Benset explained that the R2 platform will underpin all future EV products at Volkswagen, allowing each brand to express its own identity while optimizing the underlying technology and software architecture. The scalability of the R2 is a key priority for customers, and Benset emphasized that the company has learned valuable lessons from its previous vehicles, which will enable it to produce the R2 more efficiently and effectively. The Rivian-Volkswagen partnership involves a secured $1 billion investment after achieving its second consecutive quarterly gross profit in the second quarter. This investment will help Rivian deploy its technology and software stack to a wide array of vehicles, leveraging Volkswagen's scale to push for broader electric vehicle adoption. In addition to the financial support from Volkswagen, Rivian's efforts to scale production have been bolstered by a $6.6 billion Department of Energy loan to revive its stalled Georgia EV factory project. Rivian is also investing $120 million in Normal, Illinois, to construct a supplier park meant to create an electric vehicle manufacturing ecosystem next to its production plant, where it is building the R2 SUV. However, the company faces tariff-fueled headwinds, including higher duties on automotive parts, especially battery components. Rivian's main concern is the rising cost of battery materials, and the company is actively monitoring developments and working to mitigate potential risks. The company expects the per-unit direct impact from tariffs to be a couple of $1,000s for 2025. Despite these challenges, Rivian believes that higher production costs may be short-lived as it works with suppliers, including LG, to secure domestically produced batteries. The company has revised its delivery outlook to 40,000 to 46,000 vehicles, down from 46,000 to 51,000, due to uncertainty fueled by economic policies. Rivian's R2 SUV uses the 4695 cell format currently sourced from Korea, but the company plans to localize production in the United States starting in 2027, with LG producing cells in Arizona. For more on stocks and crypto, follow Ascencore. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.